If you want to upgrade from your 60 watt COB light or your 150 watt COB light, then you might want to check out the Amaran 300C. But before we continue, if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Nico. I create videos about camera gear, audio equipment, and desk setups. I am not a professional photographer or videographer. I used to professionally edit at a podcast company, but all the opinion here on this channel is from a perspective of an everyday tech dad. And if you're into those kinds of videos, please do consider subscribing. But just a disclaimer, Aputure Philippines did send me this Amaran 300C, but no money changed hands. This is not a sponsored review, a sponsored video. This isn't even a review. I'm just going to present to you what this 300C can do for you. Now, the Amaran 300C is a 300 watt RGB full color LED light. So yes, this COB light is not just bicolor, but it's full RGB color. Now, when you purchase this light, it comes in this case. So this case is actually a carrying case. It has a handle, it has locks, so when transporting your light, you don't need to buy a separate bag. You can just use the case that comes with it. And inside the box, you get the light itself, the power brick and the power cables, and a reflector. Now, I can't show you the light itself here right now because I'm actually using it for this video. And when talking about the form factor, I actually like its form factor, especially the knob that you use to control the angle or adjust the angle of the light, and also those two handles. I don't know if that is present in their other lights, because my only other Aputure light is the Amaran 60XS, which is a small light. Doesn't really have handles in the body of the light. Now, for the physical controls, you've got a power button at the bottom of the light, and you've got two knobs at the back to control certain settings. Now, these are pretty straightforward, as almost all COB lights function the same. Now, the left button in the Amaran 300C functions as a mode button to switch from CCT mode to full RGB mode when pressed. Now, when you're either in the CCT mode or the full RGB mode, the knob, when turned, is going to control the brightness of the light. Now, when it comes to the right knob, when you press this and you are on CCT mode, this will toggle between the color temperature and the green and magenta shift. Now, when you turn it, it controls whichever setting you're on. Now, when you're on full RGB mode, the right knob, when pressed, will toggle between the hue and the saturation of the colors. And when you turn it, again, it controls whichever setting you are on. But what I like about this is, just like any latest Amaran or Aputure lights, you can control this light using the Sidus Link app. Now, let's go to the Sidus Link app and I will show you how I can control the 300C. First, go in there, and as you can see, I am using 50% of the light here, and you can control the brightness. As you can see there, I'm overexposed, or you turn it all the way down. Now, the cool thing I like about the Sidus Link app is you already have presets like quarter, which will put you at 25%, half, or full, which goes to 100%. Let's put that back in half. And you can also control the CCT, or the color temperature. You can go as high as 7,500 Kelvin with this light, and as low as 2,500 Kelvin to get that very warm look, which we don't want right now because we are set at 5,600 Kelvin. And you can control the green and magenta shift as well here in the app. Let's bring that back to 0. Now, we can also control the RGB mode here in this app, not the light, the app. And as you can see, it's at 50% right now. Let's bring it up to 100%, and we are in white. But if you just move around with this wheel, you can see that you can change into different colors. And you also can just, press red, yellow, green here in the app. So let us go back to the white. Let's go back to 50%. And there you go. And of course, You also got the effects. Now, warning, I'm going to play some effects which might, trigger some epilepsy for those watching with epilepsy. So please just forward to this time if you don't want to watch this part. I'm just gonna go through a few of the effects, which, to be honest, I don't really use that much. So let's go with a cop car. Let's go with party lights. Let's make it stronger. There. You've got paparazzi. I'm anticipating this will be... Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. And fireworks. Where are the fireworks? Oh, there you go. Ooh. Oh, yes. You can control the frequency of whatever effect. And a faulty bulb. So frequency, turn it high. Oh, there you go. All right, so let's go back to the normal CCT mode. So those are the functions that you can use with this light. So you got CCT mode, full RGB mode, and the effects mode. Now, to give you an idea how powerful this light is, I just want to share with you my current settings in camera right now. So I am at 24 frames per second. I am shooting at 1/50 shutter speed, f4 aperture, and my ISO is at 500, and I'm shooting at 50%. So we've got another 50% of power when it comes to this light, and you can dial your settings down for, I don't know, let's try it right now. I put it at 100%. Let me go lower my ISO. So there you go. I lowered my ISO to 250, which is half of 500, I'm assuming, because I went from 50% to 100%. So why did I get a 300 watt light if I said before that, I think I'm going to stick with my Amaran 60XS, a 60 watt light, which I won't sell or give away. I am still using that. The reason is I find that the 60 watt light can be a little dark when shooting at high frame rates, like 120 frames per second, which I shoot a lot in when I shoot B-roll here in my studio. So when I use 120 frames per second, I also crank up the shutter speed to 1/250. And that means I will crank up the ISO as well, but sometimes I don't want to do that because of the look that I want to achieve, especially with a dark background. So in those cases, a 60 watt light might not be enough. So this is going to be my go-to setup. I have a 300 watt light if I need extra power when it comes to lighting, but I'm still keeping my 60 watt Amaran 60XS, especially if I want to shoot videos on the go quickly, because it is just mounted on a boom arm connected to a wall, and it is so easy to set up. And probably a 300 watt light will be beneficial for you if you have cameras that don't really perform well in low light. Now, instead of buying a new camera, I highly suggest that you invest in good lighting. Now, the SRP of this light is 32,000 pesos here in the Philippines. I'll probably put up the SRP in the US as well. And here in the Philippines, you can purchase it in authorized dealers here. So that's it for this video about the 300C. Share in the comments if you are in need already of a stronger light, like a 300 watt light, in your content creation journey right now, or is a 60 watt light still enough for what you do? And to check out other videos about camera gear, audio equipment, and desk setups, I highly encourage you to check out my other videos here.